Welcome back to the shop. Today, we're going to make jewelry pendants out of colored pencils. To get started, we're going to cut a 3/8 inch thick slice off of a block made with colored pencils and resin. Once we get that block cut off, then we're going to proceed to flatten the back side of it to make sure that we get good adhesion between the double stick tape and the glue block that we're going to be using to mount the piece to the lathe. We'll use a little bit of compressed air to blow the dust off. Using a small piece of double stick tape, we're going to mount the blank directly to our glue block. Here you can see me using my fingers around the edge of the blank to make sure that the piece is basically centered on the glue block. I'm bringing up the tailstock for support, and I'm using the Nova Live Center system with the accessory with the flat end on it, just to provide a little bit of pressure to make sure that the tape doesn't give way. And then I'm going to use my spindle gouge to start the process of rounding out the blank. When turning these blanks, you get the coolest confetti shavings I've probably ever seen. These things it's really small and very colorful. It's really a lot of fun. Once you have the blank round, then you can turn your attention to the front. Now I like to put a little bit of a dome shape on the front of the pendants. I mean, you can shape it pretty much any way you like. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for watching this video and visiting my channel. If you like what you see, please take a moment and subscribe, and click the little notification bell so that you don't miss any new content. Also, in the description below, you'll find a link to my Amazon store. Shopping through my storefront doesn't cost you anything extra, but it goes a long way to help financing the creation of these videos. You'll also find a discount code for 10% off of your total order at starbond.com. Again, thank you, and back to the action. Once I've achieved my desired shape, I use a little bit of sandpaper to take care of the little bits and pieces of the paint that stick out with these particular pencils. Once that's done, I go ahead and apply 12 coats as usual of CA glue. Now that you have the front finished, you want to turn your attention to the back side of the pendant. Now you may remember from quite a while ago these DIY soft jaws that I made for my Nova Chucks, utilizing the extra holes that are present on the 100mm jaws. These work great for projects just like this. Be sure to go back and check out that video if you think this could be handy for you. I'll put a link right here on the screen. Once you have it shaped, just like the front, we'll do 12 more coats of CA. A little bit of wet sanding really levels out the finish nicely and prepares for the next step, which is buffing with a little bit of Yorkshire grit. Once you have the pendant turned and finished both front and back, use a little bit of blue tape to protect the finish from the drill bit, because sometimes these really small drill bits have a tendency to slide around. Somehow I managed to lose the footage of actually drilling the hole, but you can imagine how that went. You can also see that I'm using my DIY homemade soft jaws to hold the pendant in place for the drilling operation. Once it's done, remove the tape and apply the pinch bail, and voila! You just have to add a necklace and you're done.